Hi Pisces, welcome to your June energy reading. My name is Kimberly from The Path Illuminated. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support. If you're new here, welcome. This is still a relatively new YouTube channel, so I appreciate any support, your likes and subscribes. Thank you so much. I do have other time constraints and responsibilities, so minimally I will be posting monthly energy readings if nothing else, and I'm currently working on getting my website up and running, so once that launches I will be opening up for personal readings, so I will let you know when that is good to go. As I mentioned, this will be a June energy reading for the Pisces collective. I myself am a Pisces sun and rising. Hey. It is a general reading, so the messages may resonate, they may not. If they do resonate, please like and subscribe. If the messages don't resonate, don't try to force it. This just may not be your reading. I always like to caveat by saying that I am not a fortune teller or a psychic. I am an energy reader. So I will be tapping into the energy that is surrounding the Pisces collective during the month of June and providing any insights, feedback, inspiration, and support that might be beneficial to the Pisces collective that are tuning into this June energy reading. Always remember that you know your life and your situation better than anybody else, and you should always follow your own wisdom and internal guidance above anyone or anything else. And you have free will. So that means that if something comes out in the reading that you're not super happy with, understand that you can change how you deal with a situation or a person. Energy is fluid. It's constantly changing and adapting. It is not set in stone. So take these messages, sit with them, process them, and let Spirit help you to discern the best way to move forward with whatever situation you are focused on. So let's get started with your reading. I'm going to start with 5 cards for the overall energy, and then I will clarify and close out with an animal spirit card. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides, for providing me with a clear and accurate reading for the Pisces collective for the month of June. We are a couple of days into Gemini season, and I'm personally enjoying the shift in energy, although the moon has been in Cancer the last couple of days, so I've been fighting my urge to just nap. But overall, the energy shift has been great for me. I don't know about y'all, but for me, eclipse season and Mercury retrograde were very intense and emotionally overwhelming, so I just really had to focus on self-care and resting and not overdoing it. So I've started to feel my energy coming back, which is nice. In the northern hemisphere over here, we are quickly approaching summertime. So Pisces, I hope you've got some fun plans for the summer. Going on a little trip to visit a friend in early June, which I'm very much looking forward to because I haven't really done any traveling so far this year, which is a bit unusual for me. But you know, sometimes you just have to stay at home and focus on your responsibilities and save money, which is what I've been trying to do. But I'm looking forward to doing some travel this summer, hopefully enjoying some beautiful weather and some fabulous company. Thank you, angels, spirits, and ooh, that one. Jumper. Oh, that's too many cards. One more card, Spirit, please. Okay. Now let's get some clarifiers. 5 of Cups here, Spirit. Pisces collective. Why is the Three of Cups in reverse here, Spirit? Again with the 2 cards. I don't always take all the cards, but sometimes. Justice. Why is Justice here, Spirit? I'll do my best with my setup. I'm still sort of, getting my setup for these readings. Made a few changes. But always just want to make sure that y'all can actually see the cards. That's kind of important, at least in my opinion. All right. Okay. And we'll see if I pull additional cards, but I just want to sit with the reading as it is right now. All right, so 5 of Cups, Pisces. All right, you can see this figure. They are looking at these cups that are spilled over. So this is about sort of being stuck, thinking about past situations that have not quite worked out the way that you wanted to, focusing on situations that have been emotionally unfulfilling for you. And sometimes when we are hyper-focused on disappointments and things that did not work out, we can miss the opportunities that are still actually available to us, right? You can see this figure staring at these these spilled out cups, but there's 2 cups behind this person. So it's clarified by the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's this emotionally unfulfilling situation that you've been hyperfixated on. You know you need to move away from it, and the universe is going to provide you with the energy and the momentum to do so. You may still feel a bit unstable, right? So when the Queen of Pentacles is upright, this is the working queen. She makes her own money. She's flourishing, right? She's got this beautiful rose garden above her and the bunny rabbit, very fertile, right? Abundant. When it's in reverse. So I think the universe understands that this situation that you're coming out of has been something that has rocked your confidence in yourself. Perhaps it has to do with career and finances. Regardless, you're going to be given the energy to start to move away from this energy that's made you feel unlike yourself. There might be 3 of Cups in reverse. When it's upright, it's all about celebration, being with friends. June might be a time where you start to reconsider the company that you keep, right? There may be friendships, relationships in your life that at one time were really beneficial, but for whatever reason, you're having to take a step back from that group of people. Clarified by Justice. So I think you're seeking balance, right? And as a Pisces myself, I understand it's like a blessing and a curse to be such an intuitive and tapped in sign, because we help other people to feel seen, heard, and understood. But sometimes it can get really out of balance in the sense where people start to depend on us to make them feel better about themselves and about their situations, right? And you start to, I think, feel like the therapist friend. I don't know about you all as Pisces, but I have found that over the course of my lifetime that I have been in that place of being the therapist friend, and I'm done with that. I love people. I want to be there for them, but I am not your therapist. If I was, it would be a different situation. I now do my best to engage in relationships and friendships that are balanced and reciprocal and do not require me to save people, to overextend myself, and to be the person that's constantly fixing other people. And I think that you're going to be called during the month of June to reconsider your friendships and the people that you're spending time with, because as an empathetic sign and an intuitive sign, we pick up on other people's energy so easily and absorb it that it can be very, very difficult if you're spending an exorbitant amount of time with people in general, but people who are out of balance, it can start to block your intuition. Right, so Two of Wands, but it's in reverse. So Two of Wands is considering how you want to move forward, taking stock of the situation. You might feel a little bit blocked in your vision, right? And you might be in a place of trying to seek some balance. So just understand that it's perfectly okay for you to say no to people, for you to take a step back from people, for you to take time away from friendships that you might love them, right? They might be a good time, but maybe they're just not the right energy for you to be with, right? So you need to be sure that you are only engaging in friendships, relationships, work situations that are going to bring you balance, right? And that might be a bit of a challenge for you as you're trying to find your way forward during the month of June. And again, right, there's justice here, there's justice again here, right? So I see June is about Pisces finding balance and justice for themselves. Justice here is clarified by the Four of Wands, but it's in reverse. So there is a situation, perhaps it's work, because there are quite a few wands here, where you've been feeling very unstable at work, in your career path, in a project that you've been investing your time and energy into, and you very much are trying to create justice and balance for yourself in all areas of your life, but in particular when it comes to your career path, right? You are looking to create more balance in your life because you've been feeling very unstable. Knight of Cups is, it's action, it's communication, it's an emotional offering, right? It can be an offer of love. It can be somebody opening up to you. Maybe it's you having an emotional conversation with somebody. It's clarified by the Ten of Wands in reverse. So Ten of Wands, when it's upright, is all about laying down heavy burdens, the end of a cycle. But it appears that during the month of June, you are struggling with letting go of a situation that's making you feel imbalanced and blocked. You're having a hard time making that choice. And maybe that is providing you an opportunity to make yourself more emotionally available to somebody in your life, or maybe somebody is noticing that you're out of balance and your energy is off, and they're coming to you to check in on you. I do want to pull a few additional cards just for some more clarity before we continue the reading. And please get an additional card for this Justice and Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, can I please get an additional card for this Knight of Cups and Ten of Wands in reverse? Yeah, you're seeking balance with regard to a work situation. You have an opportunity for a brand new, grounded, abundant beginning. But you're having a hard time letting go of a situation that has not worked out. You're feeling blocked in your momentum forward. Even though the universe is very clearly providing you the momentum, you're still having a hard time moving forward. And this is working in your favor. I very much see this as like, there are some shifts that you're going to need to make during the month of June, Pisces. One, understand that where your focus is, that's where your energy goes. So continuing to invest your time, energy, thoughts, feelings into situations that are very clearly unfulfilling and creating internal conflict, whether it's work or in friendships and relationships that you have, family dynamics, right? It's going to continue to block you from moving forward and from taking this opportunity. But understand that you're going to continue to feel unstable until you balance out the situation for yourself, right? I think you're being called to take action in a way that you're being called to follow your heart, which is different for you, Pisces, which might seem really counterintuitive, right? Because we are the most intuitive, heartfelt sign, right? But I think that because of the world that we live in, the way that we've been conditioned, most sensitive people and signs, we've been shamed, right? We've been shamed for being intuitive. We've been called overly emotional and sensitive. And so we have a tendency to shut down our heart because we're basically seen as negative because we're too much of this and too much of that. But I think what the universe is calling you to do is to follow your heart, to follow where your heart is leading you, which is going to cause you to open yourself up, right? And accept that as long as you refuse to lay down this situation that is burdening you, overwhelming you, and keeping you stuck, you're going to feel like you can't move forward. But this is a decision that you are making right now. And I want to say, like, love yourself through this process, Pisces. Like, have compassion for yourself in the sense that you've been doing your best, right? You've been working hard. You've been trying to be a good person and a good friend. But what you've been investing your time into hasn't really been giving you the rewards that you want. It's been causing you to feel unbalanced. It's been causing your vision to be blocked. You've been feeling unstable and you have an opportunity for something new. But until you lay down this burden, until you allow this cycle to end, you're not going to be able to move forward. But the world, right? This is what's waiting for you on the other side of laying this down. But it's going to require of you to walk away from mental conflict, situations that cause you conflict, and people that cause you conflict, right? So Five of Swords is winning at all costs. It's a battle. It's, fighting. It's standing up for yourself. And standing up for yourself is good, but the way that I see this is like continuing to engage in a project or a job or relationship dynamics that inherently leave you feeling burdened, overwhelmed, unstable, and unclear in your vision. It's creating conflict. But if you can lay this down, you will come out of the conflict. You will manifest the world. But I think that June is going to be about you really understanding that where you put your time and energy is key. Seeing the fact that there is a brand new, abundant, grounded opportunity for you. But it's going to require you to actually give your heart and your emotions a lot more credit than you have been in the past, because you've been conditioned to believe that there's something wrong with following your heart and paying attention to your emotions. Now, we don't want to be controlled by our emotions, just like we don't want to be controlled by our thoughts. But understanding when your heart and soul are being pulled by the universe is a completely different skill that is going to require you honoring those feelings to begin with, and honoring the fact that you have nothing to prove, Pisces, and you need to prioritize yourself. You deserve the world, but you cannot have the world while you're holding on to a situation that is no longer working. And maybe you're afraid of letting people down. Maybe you're afraid of upsetting your friends or your coworkers or, whatever it is, right? You are the King of Cups, Pisces. Understand that you can be intuitive, you can be emotional, you can be sensitive, and you can also be grounded. You can also be mature. You can also be capable of all of these characteristics that aren't necessarily attributed to water signs, because I think maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a Western thing that we just focus on the negative so much all the time. Also, it's kind of funny, right? Like, that I cry at commercials and things like that, right? You gotta laugh at yourself. But there is something quite brave and honorable about being able to come to an equilibrium and respect for how intuitive you are and how important your emotions and your heart is. And you can do this from a grounded place. Do not allow your conditioning, what other people have said, or how they have shamed you for your emotional availability and your intuition and your sensitivity. That is where your magic lies, Pisces. But staying in this situation that has caused you to question yourself, made you feel insecure, made you feel like your vision is blocked, made you feel unstable, you feel like you can't lay this burden down, you feel like you cannot move forward because you are questioning yourself. But it's here and it's actually very stable, and you can be emotional and also be grounded and stable. And that's the place that you have to come to during the month of June, Pisces, is understanding that following your heart is not stupid. It's not ignorant. And it seems to me from the cards here that you've taken your time, that you've already gone through the process of like finding the balance within yourself and understanding that you can be grounded and emotional. You can be emotional and stable, but denying how you feel and holding on to situations that are not working for you is really where your block is coming. So I think that's the main advice for the month of June, right? Is like, when you focus on situations that are not working for you, they're going to continue to make you feel unlike yourself, unstable, insecure. You need to separate yourself from people that are going to feed into that energy of projecting onto you, questioning what you're doing, making you feel insecure, blocking your vision. Doesn't mean you don't love those people, but not everybody you are meant to listen to or to talk to about your life, right? Like, you can have different levels of connections and friendship. Not everybody needs to be in your inner circle, because the more people you let in your business, the more your vision is going to be clouded, because you are an empathetic being and because you absorb other people's energy. You have to balance that out. Understand that how you're engaging with people, who you're sharing your energy with, is going to have an effect. And if people are making you doubt yourself and question yourself, whether it's friendships or work dynamics or family or whatever, that needs to be, you need to take space from those people, because you have an abundant, grounded opportunity that is coming to you to bring you out of this instability. But you're going to have to let go of the situations that are overwhelming you so much that you cannot move forward, right? You need to come out of this mental conflict and understand that you can follow your heart, you can follow your intuition, you can honor your emotions. And if you do that, in this place of balance, you are going to manifest the world, okay? All right, I'm going to end it there, Pisces, even though I'd love to go deeper for my own selfish reasons. But let's get an animal spirit card for some advice to close out this reading. Just one spirit. That's like 7 cards. 7 cards. No, just one. It's like now it's giving me 7 cards or no cards. Just one, please, Spirit. Please. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. Stingray. All right, so I'm going to read from the book. Let me just pull this up. This is water energy. How appropriate. Okay, Stingray, developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. When in balance, eager and wants to grow. When out of balance, blames others and quits. To bring into balance, move through the discomfort. Yeah, there's going to be some discomfort during the month of June, Pisces, because you're starting to realize how you are holding yourself back, how you have suppressed your own intuition and emotions. And it might be challenging to create distance between you and people, places, and situations that are no longer providing you with the emotional fulfillment and balance that you need. But you need to choose yourself, you need to honor yourself, and you need to understand that you, above all else, you know what's best for you, and follow your heart. It is not going to lead you astray. There may be people that question you, question your decisions, but the people that are truly meant to be in your inner circle are going to support you through these challenging decisions. It's time to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, Pisces. I hope these messages resonated, and I will see you soon. Bye.